Welcome back to Lifestyle. I want to welcome all of you viewers and also all of you who are streaming live and are watching us online. We're so glad that you're online with us. Hey, I want to send a shout out right here in the studio to my niece, Brooke. She is here. She's been married just 2 days. Her husband, Chris, congratulations. We're glad that you're here. Also, we surveyed all of our viewers and we found out that 72% of you own your own home. Well, and a lot of you are in transition. We want to make sure that this is the show that you find out about tips and inspiration and also the resources that you can remodel all of those homes. So we have tips for all of you, even if you're in transition, some quick tips as well coming up on the show. But we'll get right to it. We've got some great guests on the show. Back with us is Linsey Capps from Tile & Stone Design. So glad you're back with us.
Thank you for having me.
And my go-to guy, Michael Vogt for California Closets.
Glad to be back.
Well, we saw the clips last week, our design segment, and so many people saw the beautiful closets, and you're going to be talking to us about something new, these distinctive spaces, and he has got brand new, hot off the press. That's what I'm excited about because we have new products never have been seen anywhere else. It's hot off the press. So, but before we get started, let's just recap to let everybody know, maybe that hasn't seen you on the show, about your business and where you're located.
Okay, well, I have a showroom in Hendersonville, Tennessee, at 143 New Shackle Island Road. We have a great offering of all different types of products, from high-end, fun, just natural stone, glass tiles to meet every budget. Mm-hmm.
And you've got a great showroom. In fact, I was just talking about that I brought one of my clients out, and they were pretty overwhelmed at first with the selection, but we made it pretty easy for them. So we'll be talking about more of that selection coming up. And Michael, so glad to have you back with us.
Glad to be back.
Tell us about your showroom, and I know you said it was crazy.
It was awesome. Yeah, we had a great grand opening a couple of months ago, and yeah, we built a beautiful new 1,300 square foot showroom in the Cool Springs area of Franklin, and we did 1,300 square feet. It's not a big showroom, but it's enough to show a little bit of everything that we do. So we've got home offices and pantries and garages and closets and a wine bar, and just when people think of us, our name is Closets, and so they think, okay, they do closets, but we really have storage solutions for the whole home. And so the showroom is helpful to allow us to convey some of what we can do to improve storage all throughout the home spaces. And
you also do media rooms and those virtuosos that we looked at before, and we're going to show a little bit of those floating.
We sure will.
Wow. I mean, media has just changed so much. I mean, so many people, they don't have the large TVs anymore, and that we're going to be talking about how easy it is now to, you don't have those big deep spaces because the TVs are getting smaller and smaller.
Design is completely different in media centers now. It's nothing like what it used to be.
Yeah, so we're going to be talking about that, but we've got some pictures to show. One of the things I wanted to tell, you were actually honored this past year. It was, I want to say this right, it's the Master Custom Builders, right? And you were, it was the home show.
Right. I worked on a couple of those homes. It was very exciting.
So did you do backsplashes or what?
Backsplashes, bathrooms, entry areas, foyers. It was very exciting.
If you go to her website, tileandstonedesign.com, .net. Hello, .net. You can see, that she's been awarded there on the bottom of that screen. That's so good.
And in 2014, we're gearing up for another year. So.
Nice.
And when is that? I mean, do you have dates on that yet?
It will be on the website. Yeah.
It'll be on the website. Okay, good. You've got some pictures to show us of some gorgeous tile. What are we seeing right here?
This is a backsplash that we did, combining a lot of fun things: 3x6 natural stone, metal border, and some 4x4 custom two-tone ceramic tile on the diagonal with. And it may not be so clear here, but with this really neat crackled glass insert.
Now, is that metal banding? Because you and I, we did a job together recently that has the metal.
Yes.
That's the frame that
Yes.
goes all the way. So it looks like a dark frame, but that's actually metal.
It's a metal glaze, yes.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Oh, I love this pot filler.
And for those that are looking for more of your, natural stone look, maybe more of a mosaic, 1x2 Calcutta. So it has a nice variation of color, more of a simplistic design.
But very elegant. Oh, and I love how you've turned this on its side and created this beautiful wall.
More of your linear glass stone blend. Turn this hall bath into just
Oh, wow.
very dramatic, incredible space. The pebble tile, I wanted to show this, is very, very current right now. A lot of people are using it, combining it with all sorts of different things. But in this bathroom, they used it on the floor of the shower, combined with a very cost-effective porcelain tile that looks like a marble.
It does
and then
look like
banded
marble.
again.
And they banded it again around the top. I like that.
And then here you're seeing a glass vertical band, which is becoming kind of a neat way to use the band, but in a different way. More vertical versus horizontal.
So many. For years, we've seen that as a horizontal. So are you seeing that a lot? That things are going a little bit more vertical?
Yes.
And can you use most tiles? Or is there like a manual for those tiles of how you can use them?
No, it's all very subjective and just, how you see your own space. So
I love that, Linsey. Those are beautiful. And a lot of these samples you have in your showroom. So if people want to come out and look in the showroom, you can show them all of these samples and show them how to put them together.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because you and I did a little job together last week.
That's
in
right.
fact. Well, we've got some pictures. Okay, we're talking about distinctive spaces. I can't wait for you to define this for me. Okay, define that for me.
I don't think I prepared a necessary definition of it, but a distinctive space is something where you've taken a bit of a risk, taken a bit of a chance, and stepped out of the ordinary to do something that is a reflection of your preferences or your personality in your home.
And when you told me that, one of the things I thought of, and we're getting ready to show some pictures, but I thought of how I'm seeing so many clients using spaces for a different purpose. So the way we used to see a dining room, we no longer use it as the dining room. Maybe that now it becomes the media room, or maybe now it becomes the office. So I know you're seeing that as well, and that's how you're using your products. So let's talk about your products.
Sounds great. Yeah, so this is a combination of two different methods of building. It's hard to see because of the coloration, but there's actually a media center on the right. There's a television above the white gloss drawer faces on the right side there. We've done a really, really deep hued wood grain for the backing on that side called Wenge. And then to the left of it, just for sharp contrast, there's some white cabinets of varying heights, varying depths, all observing a different height top and bottom shelf. And we did some mirror insert just regular glass insert doors, but there's with a color, there's a light bulb that rotates through a color spectrum. And so every 5 seconds the color changes on your glass doors.
Oh, really?
So it's not static. So it's a phenomenal product.
Because is it like an LED so it doesn't get
Exactly,
hot? Okay.
exactly. And it rotates from red to yellow to green, etc. to blue. This one here is a very unique product. There's a vendor of ours called Shank that's come up with some very unique textures and styles of door and drawer faces, and that's what you see on the fronts of the island there.
Is that fabric?
Nope. No, it's a metal actually.
Really?
Yep, it's a metal, and it's very unusual. I've never seen anything like it before. This vendor does really deep texture wood and metal door and drawer faces, and we've just combined that with a typical closet. This one also happens to have inset lighting, lift up doors up above, etc. Very unique, very distinctive.
And I like that you have the little bench seat there.
Absolutely,
I like that.
absolutely. This one here I can probably stare at for a half an hour. I marvel at the simplicity of this one. It's a very, very basic wall unit. It's just shelving and drawers. But notice the asymmetry. No two sections are alike. You've got different spacing and different heights of drawers for each different level. and they did a really, really dark charcoal gloss drawer face with some understated but really cool hardware to really make it a focal point in the living room. It's just a very unique piece in the house. And this one here, that you love our virtuoso style of building, the kind of floating shelf method of construction. Very European in terms of its look and its feel, but this is an example of a closet done using a virtuoso approach to business. And this is fun. So this is out of a showroom for California closets, and this is got one of our white textured wood grains, and then we did a walnut countertop for the bench on the side as well as for the top of the drawers, and just a nice sort of ottoman in the center, a place to sit down as you put on your shoes or get ready for the day.
Absolutely beautiful. And now this, you and I were talking about this, you know, we're all having this conversation here about this asymmetrical, because you and I, we all like a little symmetry, and we were talking about this. Tell me how this new system works and what you're seeing.
Right, so this is we've been doing media centers for years, or wall units for years. You're going to store your display stuff, sometimes some books, some magazines, pieces of art. But this incorporates a couple things. Number one is the virtuoso method of construction, which is that floating shelf concept. But number two, we brought in some intentional color. We did some turquoise colored doors, lift up on the left side there, as well as hinge on the left side on the far corner of it. But what's unusual about this is A, the color, which is very bold, but secondly, the intentional asymmetry. It is very intentionally not the same on both sides. And for some people, that drives them crazy because they strive for balance in their design preferences. But this one, you really appreciate the asymmetry of it because it starts to feel a bit more like a piece of art right on the wall of your home. You know, and it's used for a functional purpose.
And you can place all of your art on it as well.
Exactly.
You know what I liked about this is it's unusual space. I mean, how many people have space underneath their, you know, their stairwell, and you don't think about maximizing that space?
It often becomes dead space because no one knows what to do with it. In this specific situation, it was an opportunity to turn it into kind of a mudroom sort of use. It's a place for coats and backpacks and umbrellas and some drawers and some baskets. But we worked with the stair step instead of surrendering to it, and made a great storage space out of it.
Now, one of the things that I wanted to say is Michael also works with people that may be on a budget as well. He really has so many products and has some, you know, we've showed all of the bells and whistles, but you have some closet space that just makes it easier for folks as well, don't you?
Absolutely. When I meet with people and talk about what we can do, one of my favorite pictures is just a really simple linen closet. It's about a 6-foot wide linen closet with just shelves, nothing fancy, nothing over the top, nothing diamond studded this or crown molding that. It's just really straightforward shelving, and the glory in it is the simplicity, but also just the organization that's inherent in just having a proper build out for the shelving and the storage needs in any closet space of the home. It really makes your life easier.
And both of you are so good at working with people's budgets as well in any type of home. Well, coming up, I am going to show you how to create the perfect fall arrangement for your home. That's coming up right after the break.